Hey, nice dudes. So, as you guys know, last week we unlocked a Patreon exclusive commentary track to The Dark Knight because I'm out of town. So, this week we're doing the same thing. We're going to be doing it with our commentary track we did for Infinity War. We did this back last year. It's been a minute, but it was a really fun one. We hope you guys enjoy. I'll be back soon. Hopefully, a new episode, like an actual new podcast episode, will be uploaded next week. So we're looking forward to it. Stay nice.
What's up, nice dudes? I'm Altaf.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome to another Nice Dude commentary track. We promised that even if one person told us that to watch Infinity War during the time we were watching Guardians Volume 2, we'd do it. And we're happy to say, 2 people told us to watch it.
Oh, hell yeah, they did.
Are you trying to find the names?
Yeah,
right now?
I'm pulling up the names right now. Got them right here. So, shout out to our boys, Homestar and Dylan Shrock. If you guys are listening to this, thank you so much for supporting and even spending your time listening to our Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
So we're going to do something that is, it's just like, it is work to us, but we're going to have to watch Infinity War.
I guess we'll just watch Infinity War. I guess we'll do it for you guys.
Yeah,
you know?
and obviously we're still going to complete Guardians next week. We're going to do Volume 3 and then complete the series, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie in a minute.
Same. I've seen Endgame more times than Infinity War, even though Endgame's like 3 hours.
Okay, I was going to say, I've seen Infinity War more often. I think I've seen Infinity War like 5 times now or something.
Wow, I think it's only been twice for me.
Okay, right on. Well, hey.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay nice, dudes.
Yeah, then that's it.
I almost accidentally did the outro.
We're about to just do the outro.
All right, have the copy in front of you. We're watching this on Disney Plus, obviously. So Chris is going to do a countdown. When he says play, you hit play.
All right, folks. Start your engines. And 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
So, we're getting an unusual amount of silence in the intro here, but do not be alarmed. Okay.
Marvel logo's here now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, there was an idea.
Wait, what is There Was an Idea? What's that from?
In the Infinity War trailer, it starts off with Nick Fury's narration. There was an idea
Oh,
to
that's
bring
right.
together a group of remarkable people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It opens with, like, Asgardian, just all of them dead.
Yeah, Asgard, you mean?
Yeah. I said Asgardian's dead.
Oh, I thought you just said Asgardian, like that's just the name of the place. But yeah, no, this is a very bleak way it starts. Well, because like the last Thor movie at this point, ended with like the ship closing in on them. Ragnarok, I almost forgot what that one was called.
Well, Ragnarok came out after Infinity War, right?
No, it came out before.
It makes sense. With Thanos' ship coming. Yeah.
Exactly. It ended with Asgard being destroyed and they're not lost, but they're moving in space. They're migrating.
Dude, Thanos' entrance in here is so cool.
Oh, yeah. His first line is incredible, too. Oh, yeah. Ebony Maw. Forgot about this dude.
What a name.
I know.
We all know him as Squidward.
Squidward.
He has really cool powers, I will say.
Oh, yeah. And that's just his little sidekick.
He comes back in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever this movie's in space, it looks so good.
Yeah, dude.
The colors just pop.
Visually, this movie just holds up so well.
I will say, when it's on Earth, it has that same Marvel gray color tone problem.
Sure.
But when it's in space and it's doing this shit, it just looks amazing. Look how Thanos looks right now.
Yeah, with that light behind him.
Josh Brolin, baby!
Yeah. I want to hear this line.
Just carries Thor like that.
I know. That's the line.
That's like a hero shot.
I know. Especially like the intro to Thanos, it's so efficient to just have him already picking up an injured Thor. You're like, oh god, this guy's powerful.
Holding him by the head.
Yeah, like nothing.
I thought Thor was going to die in this opening.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I thought
that'd be a fucked up way to open it.
Well, I that's why I thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, they're just going to open it with a shocker. But Loki gives a sacrifice, you know?
Yeah.
I love this line that Loki says.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. After all these movies.
I know. He's adopted.
Yeah. We have a Hulk.
Hell yeah.
Yay, he said it.
I know, right?
Oh, okay. This is the last time we basically see this version of Hulk.
Yeah. It's funny because one of the top comments of this scene just said, this is the equivalent to when you play Mortal Kombat and one guy's mashing buttons and the other guy knows how to play.
I love the way Thanos fights here. Look at the way he throws punches. It feels like he's a real fighter.
He's so technical.
This is the shit.
Yeah.
I love the choice of going handheld on this too.
Yeah.
So cool.
And again, I gotta stress, because this is our first time seeing Thanos in action, that like they're immediately establishing his dominance and strength, that he beats the fuck out of Thor and Hulk.
Thank God he's just not sitting on a throne the entire time.
Exactly, yeah.
Like he's actually throwing punches. It's great.
And the fact that Thor even tried to fight him and that just didn't do anything. He's basically just indestructible this whole movie.
It's like the first time Thor's look tiny too.
Yeah.
I like how this gave Hulk just so much insecurity to ever come out again.
Yeah, exactly. This whole movie was so stressful. I remember like vividly seeing it in theaters for the first time.
Oh,
and
yeah,
how much my heart was racing the entire time.
Yeah, and watching it with like a packed theater, just feeling like, oh, come on.
I know.
Especially the final act, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, Idris Elba.
I know, right? Does he ever come back? I can't remember.
I don't know. Maybe.
Did they do any multiverse jumping? I haven't seen Thor Love and Thunder.
I'm glad we're doing this movie before Volume 3 because this movie is actually very important to watch for Volume 3.
It has a profound impact on where the characters are at.
Because the first two Guardians are very much, I mentioned this last time, you can watch them without having seen any Marvel movie, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, we'll just shout it out now. How fucking great does that CGI still hold up?
That's what exactly I know.
Like Josh Brolin, not only his performance, but Thanos looks like Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course they adapted his facial mannerisms and everything.
It's so cool. I can't believe they pulled off a big purple monster.
I know, right? A big bald purple guy to be like a compelling war villain.
I remember Bradley Cooper was saying about it. He's like, yeah, Josh Brolin's kind of doing a Brando in this. Like, he gets so committed into the character.
Oh, yeah. To me, I'm like, this performance hopefully will be, like, remembered the same way people look at Andy Serkis as Gollum or Caesar.
Yeah, totally.
One of the great, motion capture performances.
That's a great comparison. I was about to say, man, why is Andy Serkis not in these movies? And then I remember Black Panther.
He's in Black Panther and Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah, he just gets killed here. It's crazy. Aww.
Good character development right there. And it's also just good, tight writing that they make him demonstrate his new powers because of the stones that he gets. So you feel him getting more and more powerful.
Well, that's what's cool. Every time he gets a new stone, he uses it immediately.
Exactly, yeah.
God, Thanos is huge, man.
I know, he's a big motherfucker.
That's a big motherfucker. It's one ugly motherfucker. I remember Corridor Digital talking about like the CGI on Thanos, and they brought up simple stuff like you can see slight stubble on his face, like the texture of his face feels so real, you know?
Yeah, the stubble just adds like a humanity to him that makes him easy to connect with.
And you can tell this is what like ILM and like the visual department at Marvel can do if they're given the time to create a character instead of just rushing it. You know?
I know, dude.
People always complain about CGI, but I'm like, but if you give them time, this is what they can come up with. True, I know. Like magic, you know?
Yeah, it's really a shame because I feel like the VFX artists are really given the short end of the stick a lot of the time.
And then, yeah, I know. It is a shame. It's worth saying, Russo brothers are back.
Yeah, I know.
And RDJ is back.
RDJ's back, all right, yeah. I have nothing to weigh in on it yet. Like, I'm not going to be the guy that's hyped for it. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to shit on it yet. I'm just like, let's just wait till the movie comes out, and I'll probably go see it. So if they already sold the ticket to me...
Listen, I'm not a huge fan of the Russo brothers' projects post-Marvel. I think they have only made bad movies.
Yeah.
But this is when they're good at this.
That's what I'm saying. The Russo brothers are great at Marvel movies.
So I'm like, if they're coming back to that, this is what they're good at.
Winter Soldier and Civil War are also badass movies.
Yeah. And they were making Marvel movies at the height, you know?
Oh, and also, I forget, we can appreciate this, but Doctor Strange's character is so much better in this movie than in the first Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah. They use him very well.
Yeah.
And also his interactions with Tony are amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no right here, these title credits. But there's no origin story stuff. It's kind of just him in his prime, like Doctor Strange. And you get to see how powerful he really is.
Oh, yeah, and also opening this movie with, like, showing, like, the growth of Tony for the first time he's considering having a kid.
Yeah.
You know, from where he began to where he is now, he actually wants a family.
Yeah.
And right then he gets pulled away.
Yeah, I know. Now he has life-saving stakes.
They are really good together. You know, I know it's obvious to say, but Gwyneth Paltrow and Robert Downey Jr. are so good
great.
together.
Yeah.
Their chemistry works so well. I remember I was saying in the first Guardians that there's not that many like couples that I believe in romantically in these Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But
Tony and Pepper.
Tony and Pepper are one of them.
Sure.
Gamora and Peter, like I've mentioned many times.
And wabam!
They haven't seen each other since like Age of Ultron.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That was like the big gap because in Ragnarok he was out in space.
Yeah. Fighting a bear.
Yeah. I thought it was a dog or like a wolf. Was there a bear?
I don't remember now.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't feel confident. Thank God they're in different colors too.
Yeah, I know, right?
So we could remember them properly.
I know, right? That is pretty convenient. The Big Bang color coded the Infinity Stones.
Oh yeah, an interesting through line of Tony being haunted by this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of just like ever since Tony went to space during the first Avengers, like he's always seen this guy in his head.
Yeah, which they touch on in Age of Ultron, right? Doesn't he have all those like fantasies of his friends dying and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that bit.
And they mention it like when he sees Thanos, it's like, you've been in my head for years.
Yeah. Tony and Doctor Strange have the best interactions.
Oh, they're so good.
Because Doctor Strange is the only one that can actually stand up to Tony.
Well, they're very similar in a way too.
They're similar, yeah, exactly. So it makes them fun. But again, like Doctor Strange is the only one that can actually have good comebacks against Tony's little zingers.
Douchebag.
Yeah.
I love watching. There's a channel that specifically is dedicated to this, but the audience reactions to both Infinity War and Endgame on YouTube are so much fun to watch.
Yeah, of course.
During like lockdown period, I would watch those videos repeatedly just to feel something.
Yeah.
Because I would miss the movie theater and I miss the feeling that these movies gave me.
I also love that the added weight of all of this happening right when the Avengers, right when the Avengers are more divided than ever.
Yeah. The Avengers became the Devengers.
Exactly.
Let me bring you up to speed to what happened in Civil War.
Like the Beatles? Was you say that? Yeah, right there. Yeah, Cap. I
like how this is
almost killed each other. Like,
but I also love how this is a short synopsis for Civil War.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if you haven't seen it, we're basically not doing well.
Cap's best friend killed my parents. Is just.
Oh, he has his like flip phone. I forget about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Steve left him, right? At the end of Civil War.
Or the ending of Civil War. It's like, if you ever need me, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And that's how it ends.
I know.
Oh, yeah, dude. Captain America's about to show up in this movie.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah.
I forget that that's about to happen.
One excitement moment at a time,
That's what's cool about rewatching a movie like this, where it's just like, oh, we're about to get to this scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this sequence.
Yeah.
Because I've complained about how a lot of the modern Avengers movies don't have actually humans to save, and this is one of the few moments where you see, like, civilians running away, and, like...
Sure,
but then it just turns into, like, a free, all people are gone.
Well, yeah, because they go to, like, that moon or whatever.
No. Like, even here, like, you see... I like this moment where you see... But then eventually they're all just disappear.
Yeah, I feel like the first Avengers movie is when they actually felt like they were saving and containing damage in a city.
Yeah, it's something I do kind of miss.
Yeah. Like, they always had... Because, like, I remember, like, Winter Soldier had a scene like this when, when Bucky tried to shoot Steve and traffic's all crazy. But it's always, like, traffic just clears out and all the people are
So
gone.
now they can fight.
No one has to save. They just empty out the street.
Yeah, like, this is... I love this moment right here, because it feels like they're actually saving people.
Yeah. It feels like a real disaster is just happening. Yeah, that shot's... Again, all handheld, man.
It just... Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
The Peter tingle.
Yeah. Oh, Ned.
Oh. You never seen a spaceship before? This is New York. We have this happen every year.
I also love, like, this is okay, you know, because it's just what it is, but the suspension of disbelief that he can just hop out the side of a bus, no one saw his face.
Yeah.
No nearby cars, just some fucking kid jump out of there.
I know.
I mean, to be fair, everyone's probably looking at that giant buzzsaw in space.
Yeah, the way the ship arrives feels like something from Arrival. It feels so daunting the way it's hovering before
Yeah, totally.
You barely know what it is. I just love that. He's like, all right. Because like Dr. Strange winks at him. Earth is closed today. Embarrassing me.
I know. Dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. Is that what he said?
We gotta stop predicting the lines because I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, you got
God,
the
always.
nanotech suit. I've always preferred. I think I mentioned this before somewhere. I've always preferred the old way the Iron Man transformations happen.
I think we both agree on that.
Yeah. But it's still pretty
The
cool.
nanotech suit is still sick. I'm not even gonna pretend I don't like it.
Yeah.
Especially the way he uses it when he's fighting Thanos, how he uses every single tool that he has.
Exactly, yeah.
Just to get a little bit of blood.
But again, I just love the element that every time they attack or when Thanos shows up, et cetera, they're always unprepared. They're not like an organized unit like they were before.
And they
like,
always lose.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, it just adds to the weight. You know, it feels very Empire Strikes Back-y, you know? Because like, yeah, Bruce can't even transform. It's only him and Doctor Strange. It's not like the, you know, Captain America, et cetera.
I
Everyone
think
together.
And it's something that people genuinely didn't expect when this movie came out. It's just that they didn't expect this movie to be about losing.
Yeah, they lose bad, which we'll get to, obviously. We'll see how bad it truly gets.
The Spider-Man reveal here is so good, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It just makes me feel like a kid when I see him. What are you doing to me? You've never said that before.
I know. Normally he loves coming out and breaking shit.
Hey, Mr. Stark.
Oh, yeah. See, that's so cool.
I know. You can't really say much about it besides being like, fucking sick, man.
I know. But again, I think they just used the most out of Doctor Strange. Because we're used to it at this point, but We're seeing the real extent of how powerful he is and how cool his powers get.
And he also has to hold the burden of the time stone.
Exactly, yeah.
He also later on learns that there's only one way out from this. Or there's only one universe where they actually win.
Yeah, and he knows what it took.
He has the burden of knowledge in this one, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie might be the best use of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I like Multiverse of Madness, but at some point it doesn't really become a Doctor Strange movie, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot more going on in that one. And I think the recurring theme in this movie, I mean, obviously, is like what you're willing to sacrifice to save, the world in the grand scheme of things.
Sure.
And Doctor Strange is very much on the mindset of like, I will sacrifice whoever it takes because this is bigger than all of us. Oh, yeah. Spider-Man goes to space.
Oh, we get the new suit. I always like the look of these ships.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh yes! Fucking feet turn into like a missile. Or a rocket. Oh, is that... Yeah, that's where his suit is in. Oh my god, so cool!
Because we're going to get the Iron Spider, right?
Yeah. How do you feel about the Iron Spider suit? Do you like it?
I love it, yeah. I like that suit. It's perfect for this movie. He does, I don't think he needs to wear it and
yeah, I don't care for it when it comes later.
Yeah.
But I like it in this movie.
Exactly, because it's like his spacesuit that he goes to another alien planet. I'm like, it's perfect for him. He needs to wear a suit like that.
I heard Tom Holland talking about this. He was like, yeah, it's really cool. Spider-Man goes to space. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And it's that feeling of like, our boy's going to space.
Yeah.
Okay, so we always say, that's our boy.
Yeah.
Is Spider-Man the boy for us? Like, when he shows up, is he like the definition of the boy? Where we're like, that's our boy?
I never really thought that deep about it, to be completely honest.
Because I'm like, Spider-Man's our dude, man.
Yeah.
Is there anyone I love more than Spider-Man? I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe, I wouldn't say that about Batman. I feel like, I'd upset him.
Yeah, he's our guy.
He's our man.
Yeah. Batman's like a dad I kind of look up to.
But also scares me.
Yeah, but also scares me, kind of problematic.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm putting out a video essay that's basically, is Batman problematic? What do you think of that idea?
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Imagine starting a channel where I just do that with every superhero. Break down every superhero's politics.
Oh my god. I'm tuning out. I'm like...
Don't worry, I'm not actually starting the channel. It'll be a podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that sounds great.
I'll see you in the next movie.
Yeah, exactly. My cameo is over.
They use Wong just right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Oh.
Space. And everyone knew in the audience. We all
started clapping. I remember that the whole theater started clapping as soon as
because every location they were showing specific coordinates, and then it's just like space.
Yeah, when the music playing too, we just knew.
So exciting. Young fan yourself is a rubber band man. Oh, funniest Drax has been too. Drax is so funny in this movie.
Yeah, of course.
He has some of the best lines. I can't believe that they were able to balance all these characters, man.
It's crazy that they achieved this. I know. Oh yeah, they're going to the distress signal that the Asgardians left behind.
Because even Endgame does a lot, but it's basically 7 principal characters.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one's like the whole big group. Oh yeah, Mantis. I forgot.
The chick with the antenna.
Chick with the antenna.
Even Drax. Wow.
You have some acorns on you.
I missed that.
They're all so fucking sick of Groot being a bratty little teenager.
Like, when's this phase gonna be over? And also the way they do the matchups of all the different characters works so well.
Yeah.
Like, I love Thor and the Guardians together.
Oh yeah, I know. It just makes sense, you know. They're both like, oh, here we go. Speaking of which, get it off. I remember that. This is the line right here.
Muscular man.
The like taps on his neck.
Like Thor's this specimen they're observing. Damn, Drax has the best lines.
He's got some great lines in this moment, yeah. You can tell at this point James Gunn was just having fun writing Drax.
Oh yeah, James Gunn did write the
He
dialogue.
wrote their scenes, yeah.
That's so good.
So this is after Volume 2, so he's like, ooh, Drax. Didn't his eye open when he smacked on the window?
Yeah,
So he fell back asleep?
probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right here. It's a line coming up.
What? That was so cool in the trailer.
In the trailer, I know.
When you're like, they're meeting! I love Gamora's story in this movie.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
I know, this is our last movie with this version of Gamora. Oh boy.
You could relate having an evil family member.
Yeah, I know. He'd be the wrong person to get mad about this. Summarizing the events of Ragnarok. I love the detail that Chris Hemsworth slurps his soup. Like his way of just saying, I don't care.
Yeah, their like manly competition is so funny.
I know.
The Godman. That was fun.
I know. Because we didn't see how he got the Power Stone, did he?
No.
Because...
That happened off camera.
Okay. Because the Power Stone belonged to the villain of the first Guardians, right? Isn't that what he had? He had the Purple Stone?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't see him raid Xandar.
Gotcha.
I wonder if that was in, like, the first draft or something like that, and they were like, there's too much movie here.
Yeah, we can... Like, the audience isn't that stupid. They don't need to see it. We get it, you know? I love that line so much. I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, that was weirdly deep.
It reminds me of what Butch said, is like, we're Americans, our names don't mean shit.
Yeah, exactly. I love that he calls Rocket a rabbit.
Immediately likes Rocket. He's like, you're the man.
I take a liking to you.
Also, again, the idea of, like, Thor, Rocket, and Groot being good together.
Oh, I know, yeah.
You know?
And we just now have put them together, but it's...
And now that's how I think of them.
Yeah, and their characters are so well realized that their chemistry is just so natural.
Infinity War and Endgame, I also personally think is the best use of Thor.
Yeah.
I think it's the best Chris Hemsworth is as Thor. Infinity War, he has so much to do.
Oh, yeah, he's a huge part of this movie. I mean, he gets Stormbreaker. He's the one that almost kills Thanos.
No, but I remember when Infinity War came out, too, a lot of the positive criticism was like, wow, they figured out what to do with Thor.
Yeah, he was a perfect blend. He wasn't just overly goofy, but he wasn't all drab and serious.
Because I personally don't like Ragnarok as much.
Yeah.
Because I never looked at Thor as a comedian.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a perfect balance.
Oh, yeah, Vision. Vision's so fucking cool.
Yeah, no, he is dope. We're in Age of Ultron when he just gives the hammer back to Thor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. When he picks it up just supernaturally.
Yeah, it's weird seeing Paul Bettany, no makeup, you know?
Yeah.
At least this was before WandaVision, obviously, so...
Yeah. He's just putting on his human disguise.
Paul Bettany, probably one of the best lives out there. Made a shit ton of money just being Jarvis, and then got to be Vision.
Yeah, I know, right?
And put the nail in the coffin. Married to Jennifer Connelly for years.
I know. He's probably going to return as the white Vision dude, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
I don't know if he's coming back.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a plan for another time. We didn't know RDJ was going to come back as Doom.
Yeah, sure.
The one future Marvel project that I am looking forward to is Fantastic Four.
Yeah, me too. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot how shocking that is.
Both times I've rewatched this movie, I always tend to tune out this moment because I'm like, this fight's not interesting. And then I remember Captain America.
I was going to say, like, yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, this is the scene where it happens.
Yeah,
which is this entire movie. Oh, this is the scene where this happens.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, these enemies are terrifying.
Yeah.
They're so fast.
You sound... I'm joking, but you kind of sound like a mom watching this.
Yeah, I know,
They're
right?
so fast.
How are they doing this?
Vision, watch out!
But yeah, constantly the characters are being asked to like, give me the stone and I'll spare so-and-so, you know? It's like they keep being put in situations where they have to sacrifice something.
It's like what you said earlier, too. Like, they're always shocked. Like,
Yeah.
every villain interaction is like them being shocked.
Yeah.
They're so underprepared.
Oh, here we go. It's coming up. Okay.
Who is this person? I forget about this girl.
Well, they're like Thanos' little personal
Minions?
warriors.
Yeah. I just forget if they show up later.
Yeah, they do. They're in the Battle of Wakanda and all that.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay. Oh, that's so sick. You and I just reference this scene so often privately.
Oh yeah. All right.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while.
I know, he's so great.
Oh yeah, and Falcon comes in. It's like this whole group. It's the Winter Soldier group.
God, what an entrance.
And all three of them are just normal people. I mean, Steve is enhanced, to be fair.
Oh yeah, Steve is like on the edge now. He's not as like Boy Scouty as he was.
Oh yeah, exactly. He's been on the run. Because at the ending of Civil War. All of them have been.
They're fugitives.
Yeah. That's why his suit's all torn up, you know? Yeah, see, I like that they still acknowledge the events of Civil War, too. Like, just that slow zoom, because they fucking fought last time.
Yeah, it's super efficient, too.
Yeah.
Like, they're not harping on it. They're moving quickly, but just with simple, like, editing.
Yeah, you can just tell, like, yeah, he thanks him, and then Captain America's like, you can tell he feels that
it
resentment.
holds on his face for a while.
Yeah.
Exactly. Captain America with a beard is great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. I wish he kept it for a while.
Oh, I love this sequence so much. Little Gamora and Thanos.
Yeah.
It's so scary and then also, like, so just fascinating, you know?
Yeah.
You learn so much about the villain. It's like how they invaded New York, but they're invading another
Well, that's what I was
planet.
going to say. It's the same space worms and the same types of enemies. I'm pretty sure this same girl played the young Ahsoka in the live-action Ahsoka show.
Really?
When they did the flashback to young Ahsoka, you know?
Oh.
They got the same girl.
Let me see. I'm going to look it up.
this part coming up gets so fucked up. How he distracts her.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's such like a haunting scene. Just a fucked up daddy, you know?
Yeah. He just takes a liking to this little green girl. Such a jarring change.
So the actress's name is Ariana Greenblatt, who plays young Gamora. She also played America Ferrera's daughter in Barbie.
Oh,
the teenage girl in Barbie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
good for her.
So she's working still, you know.
Yeah. Because they got two different actresses to play the like young Ahsoka. Because they did two different, when they did the little flashbacks. I only saw that scene. I didn't even watch Ahsoka, funny enough, but yeah, they did one flashback that's like super young Ahsoka during season 1 of the Clone Wars. Then another actress that's supposed to be like in a later era during the Siege of Mandalore.
Oh, this is so sad. This is the last time like they get to be like,
romantic.
Yeah. This is it, really. You don't even know. Little do we know right now there's an invisible man in the corner.
What are you talking about? I didn't see anyone. What are you... I think this is their one kiss.
In the entire series?
I think so, yeah. I don't think they kiss in any of the other ones.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It was always an unspoken thing, remember?
That's right. I mentioned this in our last commentary, but the memes of just being like, man, it's a disappointment that Drax wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, I know.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Also, it feels like Endgame specifically does this, but like in this movie too, it feels like all other Marvel movies are aligning. You know what I mean? Like the fact that we're going back to nowhere from the first Guardians.
Exactly. It's like rewarding you for watching all of the movies before. Yeah. In a way, too.
It's the peak of this era, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Again, just the choice of going to handled in that one shot as they're arriving to this planet. I like how the Russo brothers use those camera choices every now and then, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know.
To add, like, tension, to, like, give you a certain feeling. Yeah.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
When Doomsday is coming out, are we going to have to go back and watch The Marvels and Eternals, Quantum Mania? Like, we're going to have to, like catch up on the movies.
Well, honestly, it feels like they're just retconning everything.
They might just be doing, like, a clean slate and not, factor it in.
Oh yeah, they brought back the Drax revenge arc in this movie too. It's just crazy how much this movie's dealing with.
How many movies it's paying off, and how many storylines that are like personal arcs from other movies.
Like the fact that in the same movie that we get Tony and Peter Parker, we're getting Drax's revenge arc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much going on. It's a miracle that this movie happened.
And it worked too. This is a movie that should not work, but it did.
I mean, Endgame is also another great example of this, but this specifically, the way they pulled off all the stakes and everything, you know? Do you like Infinity War more than Endgame?
Probably. I think Endgame's still a miracle that it exists.
And it's such a joy to watch, kind of.
100%, yeah.
This one is a different feeling.
Totally different feeling, yeah. But I do think Infinity War is like a tighter movie. I think the problem I have with Endgame, and we already mentioned, I think we might have mentioned it somewhere else, but is just the version of Thanos that they fight isn't as threatening as this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only problem. And I'm not going to tell them that the way they pulled it off is flawed, because I'm like, I can never make a better movie.
But it's what Red Letter Media said, where it's just like in Endgame, because he doesn't have his stones, he's just this big, strong purple guy.
Well, he's supposed to be, but then they make him just as powerful. I think for me the problem is more so of the weight of what he did isn't there, because it's supposed to be a past version of Thanos they're fighting.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I have. Oh yeah, this part's such a bummer.
There's so many moments like this in this entire movie where you think Thanos dies, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
I remember in the audience, these type of moments were just like, oh,
yeah, slowly gasping too, realizing the whole place is just in flames.
He has amazing lines.
His dialogue is so good. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I remember legit being like, did he just kill the queen?
Yeah, I know. You think that for a second. He calls him Grimace. I'm glad Peter Quill still remembers McDonald's, though.
Yeah, you can't forget. Long-term booty call. I like how Thanos is waiting because he's just entertaining this.
Oh yeah, he's literally just fascinated.
He could just leave.
This is the only time they ever say that to each other.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal. It's that line too.
Thanos being a little stinker to him.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, I know.
Do you think any audiences cheered for Don Cheadle when he appeared? For him?
Well, I do
for Rhodey.
I do remember our audience being pretty hot. Like everyone, they were kind of cheering for anyone who appeared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel bad because they never gave Rhodey any like cool entrances.
No, he's just kind of
even
there.
Falcon had a cool moment.
Yeah, Rhodey does get a cool moment when they get to Wakanda, though. Like when they when he's throwing those missiles off to those.
That's true. That's true. I guess I just mean like cool hero like
entrance.
Yeah. Oh, it's Harrison Ford.
Thunderbolt Ross, R.I.P.
Yeah.
I like how he's just like, yeah, dude, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm over this whole, like, let's talk about it first.
Yeah,
Like,
what are you doing? Hiding behind your hologram?
I imagine, like, asking him to shoot this and just be like, okay, so you're there, but you're not. Like,
yeah. It's like, I know y'all watch me fall 500 feet from the sky.
It's all
let's hug. Which one was it? Was it Vision that dinged him?
Yeah, Vision dinged him.
Oh, I forgot they tried to make that happen.
I kind of wish it happened.
Yeah.
I liked it. I don't know. I feel like I'm alone on that one, though.
I don't remember it that well, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
I like how that's the awkward thing. I'm like, again, you all were just beating the shit out of each other not that long ago.
Trying to kill each other.
And you fucking shot Rhodey out of the sky. And he
Gee.
fell and broke his legs. They're permanently damaged. But then, God forbid, Scarlett Johansson and Mark Ruffalo hooked up.
Yeah, I know.
This is kind of funny.
You know, Mark Ruffalo is good at these movies, but there was he's also one of our finest actors, and it's just really funny that like he's gotten to a place where he's just in a room being like, Thanos, gotta kill him, and he's in rags of clothes. And I'm like, he's made so much money off these movies. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah,
he was amazing in Poor Things. But it's just really funny to be like, this guy was in fucking Zodiac and Collateral, and now he's in rags being like, where's the Vision Stone?
Yeah. Then I know, right? Then he gets in a mocap suit.
Yeah, it's just really funny.
He's like, puny god.
It's just funny, but not even that's fine. But
Yeah.
it's just funny, like him giving exposition in a room. I wonder if he thinks to himself, being like, I didn't expect my career to go here.
Yeah, I mean, like, shoot, you know.
He made a lot of money.
I was going to say.
He's probably fine. I'm just saying.
I get it, though, yeah.
It's funny from my perspective. Elizabeth Olsen. The queen of slipping in and out of an accent.
I know, right? That is true.
I don't really blame her either, because she probably just didn't even know where I'm supposed to, how thick am I supposed to lay it on?
Yeah. Of all the moving parts in these movies, they probably did not give her specific directions. I always like that joke. Oh, yeah. This is a great cut.
Didn't he say, I know a guy or something like that?
Yeah. But I was going to say, I always loved Carrie Fisher defending her on
You
and off
try
British
saying
accent.
it non-British. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, Chadwick Boseman.
Oh,
You just you remember how charming he was.
he makes me so happy to see, man.
Oh, there's Bucky.
Yeah.
It's just like he just carried himself as a king in these movies too. Like you believe that he's the king of
I know, right? You believe he's royalty, straight up.
Like for a second, I completely forgot that we're like Doctor Strange is in this movie.
I know, right? We missed him for like 40 minutes or something.
So your favorite iteration? Oh yeah, the cape. I forget about. There's a lot of interaction with the cape in this movie.
Yeah.
The cape looks up. I hate that. I hate that so much because that's such a good Spider-Man line.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It makes so much sense. What do you mean?
That does make sense. They should have just owned it.
Yeah, that joke of like it doesn't make sense doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It like haunts me because I'm like that's such a great line. It's those moments where I always feel like, oh man, you could have like held back a little bit.
Yeah.
They always feel like they got to keep punching. You know?
Sure, yeah, there's a couple that are like that. I still think the same way about Thanos' entrance, how Thor's like, you talk too much. I'm like, no, it's fine. Let him
We
have a
could've cut it
villain.
out.
Like, I want to get to know Thanos.
Oh, because they're referencing Alien. I forget about that. Yeah.
You ever see that really old movie Aliens?
Alien.
No, he said aliens in this one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It could be applicable to the first one too, but he does say aliens in this one.
Oh, I like this.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's such a good like firing back at Tony.
No, Doctor Strange's my real name, asshole. My last name is Strange, and it kind of just worked out that I have strange powers.
Yeah. I know. We're all willing to overlook the goofy names. I hope they just stick with him being named Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking own it. Don't do something where it's like a weird reason why he's called Dr. Doom or something.
Also, isn't Victor Von Doom... Isn't he like a tech billionaire as well?
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's like a scientist. They're all scientists in Fantastic Four.
This whole argument's in one shot too.
Yeah. Do you concur?
This movie and Endgame does a really good job on holding on moments in a very strong way. Like in ways that Marvel movies don't normally do. I've been saying that for the Guardians movies too, but it's very rare. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Russo brothers kind of have that too for these movies. Because I think they did a really good job with it in Civil War and Winter Soldier as well.
Yeah. This is an amazing Tom Holland moment right here. I remember you like whispered to me in theater, like trying not to cry.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh wow, I'm an Avenger.
What do you think that is? Do you think that's oatmeal?
That probably some type of porridge or something. But I like the idea of Thanos like in a kitchen preparing food.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this for Gamora.
That's why I love an Endgame where he's like cooking, making tea.
Exactly.
Retired Thanos in Endgame is amazing too.
Do you think like the kitchen is like big for Thanos' proportions, or do you think he has to kind of kneel down a little and kind of use small utensils that his fingers are too big to use?
He probably has cooks that are smaller than Thanos.
Yeah.
So he's going in to cook specially for Gamora. So the kitchen is probably smaller. He has like a spatula, but it's like tiny as a spoon in his hands.
How much protein does that dude eat to have biceps like that? You know?
Oh man, he's taking an elk like a monster. You know?
Elk. He's been listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine him with AirPods, just crushing
treadmill,
crushing tape of Joe Rogan Experience.
This is one bit that I wish is visualized.
Oh, like you would wish we seen like how well they're prospering now.
Yeah, like another planet that's doing really well in some sort of way, you know. Because I think Thanos is a great character, but it would have been interesting to see that his plan does work in some scenarios.
That's the thing. The was Thanos right meme became so big because like people start thinking about like his reasonings from his perspective makes sense. Like, yeah. It's not I mean, it's outlandish, but it's not so outlandish that you're like, oh, evil bad guy.
Well, he believes he's saving the world at the end of the day.
That's what makes him interesting. It's what the Russo brothers always say. This movie is like Thanos' movie.
Yeah,
he's the hero.
It
begins and ends with him.
I always like the joke that he could have used the Infinity Stones to like create more resources.
Yeah.
Instead of killing everyone, he could have just created more resources.
No, but he thinks humans would waste them.
Is that what he thinks? Does he say that?
Well, I feel like that's what he would give. It's just that he doesn't think humans are capable of taking care of themselves. So he needs
it would only need more. That would constantly need to be replenished. Kind of thing.
And he needs to be the savior.
Maybe so.
And how in Endgame he just gives up on humans. It's like, you guys don't deserve anything.
Well, yeah, because humanity doesn't do any better 5 years later.
Oh yeah, Nebula.
What if the audience just starts clapping like crazy here?
For Nebula?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying because she's like, it's a horrifying scene, but they're like, wow, Nebula while she's like split apart, being tortured.
Oh yeah, I know. There's like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is terrible. That's such a disturbing.
It's kind of how I felt when like Zone of Interest ended and everyone clapped, and I'm like, should we?
People clapped at the end of Zone of Interest?
Yeah. Well, because it was like, what a movie, you know, that kind of clap.
No, I know.
Not like still. Cheering the final scene.
That is kind of funny. You're waiting for the post-credit scene.
And also, when I went to go see Zone of Interest, people like had slushies in hand and like were eating nachos. I'm like, guys, wrong movie.
This feels weird, yeah. But yeah, this image of Nebula being tortured is pretty disturbing.
You're generous, me.
Yeah. Like, he just takes credit for her strengths.
I love that line. Like, I never taught you to lie. That's why you're so bad at it.
I know. It's like him still being egotistical. And I gotta stress, he's torturing his daughter.
Yeah.
To mindfuck his other daughter.
He's a fucked up daddy, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my fucked up daddies.
All right. Enough of that. Let's stop that now. I don't ever want to hear that again. Or we can make that a thing, like just fucked up daddies in movies. Like, you can make that a little letterboxed.
There's probably a letterbox list.
Fucked up daddies, like worst, movie dads. What's a twig? Everybody's seen a twig. Your dick is just a twig, Groot. It's fine.
I don't think I ever caught that. That's a fun... Oh, he has to give a pep talk. Yeah. You wanted this, buddy. Now you got to actually...
Gotta have the responsibility.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is like Toby being like, I did have a friend. Yeah. I had to kill him. It was heartbreaking.
It was horrible.
And Ned just being like, oh. He's on a road to depression, Thor.
Yeah. I feel like we're past that at this point.
No, but it's about to get worse in Endgame, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's never fought me twice. Oh, yeah. Thor's starting to lose, confidence.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, and that's the thing that comes back in Endgame is just in Endgame, he doesn't even feel like he deserves to live.
Yeah, yeah.
And why does fate want him alive when he failed?
Yeah, the guilt is just overwhelming him, basically.
Fat Thor's the best.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So good. Not just because of the humor of seeing him as Fat Thor, but also just the emotional, depth of Fat Thor.
The arc he experiences, yeah, 100%.
Oh, he could lose his friends.
Yeah.
It's the first time Rocket's admitted he has a lot to lose.
Yeah. Well, I know. I think it kind of plays with this arc at the end of Volume 2.
Yeah, totally. Just Rocket's obsession with Bobby.
I was going to say.
Groot.
I gotta see this.
Oh, the worst case of pink eye.
Yeah, it's literal pink eye.
Him forging the hammer, that sequence fucks so hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. With Peter Dinklage.
We're about to see him.
Yeah.
the shock of seeing Peter Dinklage in this movie. I forgot about that, yeah.
Yes, that's what killing you means.
I remember you looked at me and you're like, is that Peter Dinklage?
I know, it took a second. Holy shit.
And he's huge.
Yeah.
He's
I know, that's also an amazing
But also,
touch.
in his world, He's like the dwarf giant.
He's a little giant, you know?
I really hope they bring Peter Dinklage back somehow in Marvel.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it. It's hard for me to imagine why, but they've done weird
Like they have to
things.
forge another weapon or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he forged the gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's such a cool idea. The guy that made Thanos's, like, hand gauntlet is, like, feels so much guilt or whatever. It's such a...
Well, and he was beat up and had his hands damaged. Remember, that was the whole thing?
Yeah. Yeah, look. Also, Peter Dinklage is such an emotionally tormented character too.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell like that's why he probably said yes to it.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
all the money bags that would be delivered to his door.
Sure, yeah. And
Just Kevin Feige himself giving him bags of money.
just bags and bags of money.
So fucked.
Yeah.
Oh. If I was Nebula, I'd be doing shit like that all the time. Just like popping open my eye for fun.
Yeah, just fidgeting with yourself.
Yeah, dude. That sounds wrong.
The amount of fidgeting I do, dude.
Yeah, but if I was a robot, totally. I'd be like popping out my ear and kind of, oh shit, I lost my ear.
I know, right?
Titan.
And what's cool is this planet is not just a playground to have a crazy fight scene in, which it is, but
it
there's
kinda
history.
is, yeah.
But there's history behind this planet. Do you remember what Thanos explains?
Oh, yeah, he shows like the...
Yeah, it's where he grew up, you know?
Yeah.
And it was destroyed because they ran out of resources because it was overpopulated.
That's true.
This part's sick, too.
Oh, yeah. The
You're like, oh,
Guardians
shit. It's like cool seeing Iron Man and Star-Lord go after each other because they both can fly.
Well, for me, it's like seeing Star-Lord and like Spider-Man.
Oh,
There's
sure,
something really
that too.
special about that.
Yeah.
Dude, Mantis is terrifying if you don't know what she does.
I love that line. Someone blanket of death. Like Drax is just stuck under the cape. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Do it, Quill. I can take it. Tony's so annoyed. I know Tony's like, you know Thor. Like, what? Where did you come from?
What's happening?
Die, blanket of death.
Yeah, why is Gamora is still a line I think about?
Yeah. There's a sequence on Baldur's Gate where you have to forge a weapon using this type of machinery. Where you have to collect the materials to melt it down and then come back to it and make it. But when you make it, you trigger a giant metallic monster to come out, and you have to immediately. You're like, oh shit! It's like a crazy hard boss battle.
While just making a weapon?
Yeah, like starting the forge is what triggers it. So you have to finish making it after you kill it.
Rabbit. Mantis in the back.
Mr. Clean.
You know, we don't do plans.
Yeah, they don't. They do not.
Kick name steak ass. You don't need to give me that much respect.
He's so moved by that too. He's like, exactly like Footloose.
It never was.
Yeah.
Such an insult. Dude, the audience acted like someone insulted their mom when he said that. Everyone was like, oh. 100% you. That's me when I'm like editing our reactions.
I don't even take your headphones off.
I know. No, at this point, I don't even touch the keyboard. It's just I feel it. You know?
Oh, you just sit there and just your head just bobs around.
Oh my god.
Benedict Cumberbatch delivers that so well, too. He's like, I don't know how to tell you this, man.
Benedict Cumberbatch might be the king of delivering some of the most bullshit exposition ever.
I know.
Like, he delivers it like he really believes it. I must carry the time stone. You don't understand.
Protecting your reality, douchebag.
This feels like a shot from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, totally. You know what's funny to think about? Because I know we mentioned the young Gamora playing the young Ahsoka. Zoe Saldana would have been a good live-action Ahsoka, too.
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
That's true. She would have been good. Yeah. It would have been another... she would have been a blue lady, green lady, and orange lady.
Exactly, I know. It would have fit.
Oh, this was such a shocker. when you find out it's like Red Skull.
Oh yeah, I know.
This is what I mean by like I feel like they tied everything together for this movie.
Yeah, I know. It's one of the more unique ones because it was so unexpected. It's probably at this point it's probably been like a decade since Red Skull appeared. Almost.
But I love the idea of this guy who became obsessed with chasing after the Tesseract.
Yeah.
His curse is to never receive the stone, but guide people towards it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of brilliant. I really wish it was Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, yeah. Was there like scheduling issues or something, or did he just choose not to come back?
No idea. It was Hugo Weaving who played Red Skull, right?
Yeah, it was Hugo Weaving. Oh, yeah, remember, he was like a normal dude before he was Red Skull. It turned out he was wearing a mask.
Man, I like First Avenger.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
I still don't care for it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't hate it by any means. I don't think it's like a bad movie. I just think it doesn't hold up that well.
I never thought that. I always enjoy that movie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It feels like an old school like war movie. You know what I mean? Which is what's fun about it.
Yeah, yeah. I get that.
Something like I'm not okay. I promise I don't want to make a dumb comparison the way people make of Winter Soldier as a political thriller, but like First Avenger feels like something like Great Escape or some shit like that.
Well, that's what they're clearly drawing from too.
Yeah.
A lot of the dialogue is super over the top and very, it's supposed to be that way. I will say the new voice they got is actually very good. Like, he was a good follow-up to Hugo Weaving.
Oh, yeah.
What if he takes his hood off and it's Darth Maul? And the audience is like, wow!
I can't believe it! Patton Oswalt's prophecy came true.
Patton Oswalt's prophecy, yeah.
What if it was the thing of like, yeah, I don't love anyone but myself, and Thanos just kills himself?
Yeah, then no one... Oh, I guess that's it.
That was kind of dumb. Thanos is like, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. There goes my hero. Listeners, if you haven't seen the other guys, please, for the love of God, watch it. It fluctuates in and out between Netflix, I think.
Yeah. It's just one of the best.
It's so fucking funny, dude. It's such an underrated Adam McKay movie.
Is it underrated? I feel like I feel like Aim for the Bushes, like everyone knows.
Oh, for sure. It's gotten a resurgence, but it is known as like the more underrated Will Ferrell comedy.
With Adam McKay,
Yeah. Like everyone's all about Anchorman and Step Brothers,
Yeah, I guess for me, Other Guys was always like a big one.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I've seen Other Guys more than Talladega Nights.
Yeah, Talladega Nights kind of faded for me. I'd like to watch that one again. Oh, man. Just the way he's looking at her, too.
He's like, yeah, you're the only person I truly loved.
Yeah.
That's what makes him so fascinating, too. He did actually love her.
Yeah. His way of expressing love is diabolical, but he did love her. And he was proud of her. But this is what I'm talking about when I said the word, like, sacrifice is one of the biggest recurring themes. It's obvious, but I'm just reminding because I'm just appreciating how tightly written the script is.
Yeah.
That even, like, Thanos expresses it in another way, too.
That's true.
That's what they say at the very end. Like, what did it cost? Everything?
Everything. Oh, my God. Yeah. In the final moments.
Yeah, at the end. Because he really does believe that, he's saving the world.
God, such a heartbreaking scene.
I know.
Oh my God.
This was the only death that actually upsets me still because she doesn't come back.
Yeah.
She straight up is like one of the only one. There's a couple people that actually die, of course. But
yeah, but she actually dies.
And didn't want to die, too.
Yeah. And also, Zoe Saldana does such a good job in Volume 3 of making you feel like that's not the same Gamora.
Yeah.
It's kind of shocking. Like, in Deadpool and Wolverine, it's the same way how Hugh Jackman really makes you believe that's not the same Logan.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? This feels like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I know. Yeah, of course. Standing on a big mountain. I can't not be distracted by memes that have taken that little clip of him.
Oh,
like,
I know.
I'm sorry, little one. You know, they've always
So
used it.
many, so many.
Oh yeah, he gets kind of his own Wakanda treatment.
His Wakanda treatment.
Well, you know what I'm saying, when they have to take the little drugs and
they go to the afterlife or whatever.
they you know, see like the other dimension. All right, you got the stone. Because, again, I got to stress, you know, I know we're jumping back to the future, but he doesn't live life as a big king ruler after he achieves his goal. He lives in, like, hiding in this little hut.
I've said it many times, I love retired Thanos.
For sure, but I'm just saying, though, like, it really emphasizes that he really believes what he's doing is selfless.
Yeah. The movie stays loyal to his whole mission, which is like, after I do all this, I'm just going to look at the sunset and bask in my accomplishments, you know?
Yeah, he just knows the world wants to kill him for what he did.
But I don't want anything more. My goal is just I think what I'm doing is right. That's what makes him powerful. He's not going to be an evil ruler.
He doesn't make people subservient to him or anything.
He's like, I'm doing this for the good of the world.
Exactly. That's what makes him a fascinating villain. Oh, this is a great moment coming up. Do you remember this part?
Oh, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to spoil it. Don't do that.
And killing Tony Stark's parents.
Yeah. You knew!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, when Shuri was just like the tech person.
Yeah.
You should have just used vibranium. It's like the answer to everything.
Yeah, exactly. I remember some people were kind of upset that they some people said they did Bruce Banner a little dirty with that moment, just because Bruce Banner is supposed to be one of the most brilliant scientists on Earth, and they don't even let him, when he finally is in the movie, they don't let him be like a smart scientist.
I think it's fine.
It
doesn't. At least it just doesn't bother me.
It's kind of a nitpick, but I remember I don't think it's totally wrong, but it's not, to me, it's not worth being upset about. Yeah. It's more of like I wish I kind of let him have a little more.
I think it doesn't upset me because he gets to be Professor Hulk in the next one, where he does create a time traveling machine.
Yeah, you're right. He does kind of step up.
And this movie's about losing.
Yeah, and they're all at their low points and are unprepared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Totally.
It's like the wolf would say, Pulp Fiction, let's not start sucking each other's dicks just yet.
Winston the Wolf. Is it like Winston Wolf? Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
You sending the wolf in?
This is it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god! It just reminds me of when I wasn't cynical about these movies and everything was great.
I know, right?
And how exciting it was to hear Chadwick Boseman say that.
Yeah, we were just celebrating at this point.
Yeah. He just carries the ship. Again, he's just like holding a ship.
It is funny that Star-Lord never corrected Thor. That's like, oh, he's not a rabbit. You don't have to call him that.
I think Star-Lord also kind of likes that Rocket gets like his ego shot down a little bit.
This feels like a puzzle sequence in a video game.
Yeah.
When, you know, like on Uncharted, you have to go and pull a string, and it's like, kid, you got to make sure it's lined up right with the stars up there.
Oh, like Sully?
Yeah, you'd have something like that.
And then when you figure it out, everything lights up.
Yeah, of course. You have to pull out your little journal to read, to figure out what it means.
Why didn't they send Nathan Drake to space? They should have done that.
Nathan Drake in space? Yeah.
Uncharted 5, you just see him in an astronaut's costume.
Yeah, exactly. I want Naughty Dog to make a sci-fi game.
Oh, yeah.
Like the same type of gameplay. Oh, yeah, right here.
I just love it. I love what they... Thor is just like, I'll do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to catch
good,
that moment.
good.
Naughty Dog making a sci-fi game sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Hulkbuster suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember when Infinity War came out having the similar opinion as everyone else of just like, man, they really did Bruce Banner dirty.
Yeah.
But I think Endgame fixed it for me. Because like I felt like, okay, he learned his lessons, and in Endgame he combines the best parts of both of him.
Yeah. They want to make Hulk feel different in kind of every movie, every interpretation.
And this is the beginning of that.
Yeah.
Apparently the Russo brothers had a sequence where Professor Hulk was going to come out in this movie.
They shot it too.
But they were like, it feels like too much a hat on the hat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, we already have what go down, we'll save it.
And it's a cool surprise in the next movie too.
Oh, they meet him at the diner?
Yeah.
We should do Endgame.
I also love just that small touch that they shake hands. Like, they didn't have to include that moment.
Well, I know.
But they're, again, just constantly reminding you of, like, oh, if you've seen Black Panther, that's a rewarding moment.
Throughout Infinity War and Endgame, they do a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
Where you don't need to see a simple scene of a handshake, but you do. And it adds a lot.
Yeah.
It's those tiny moments that are super underrated, you know?
Sure.
Or people just cheered when he said that. This whole Wakanda sequence is just like a triumph, you know?
Yeah. I remember when I first saw this, I kind of wish they weren't just like crawly monsters. I kind of wish they were like proper soldiers.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
But it's still pretty... They're pretty terrifying.
The character moments between the heroes are great, so it makes up for it, but the villains are not that threatening.
They're kind of just disposable.
Endgame is the same thing. The final battle.
Yeah. This part's still so fucking cool.
Oh, God.
Wakanda's so fucking cool, dude.
There's a beat that I love between Winston Duke and... Fuck, I forget her name, but...
Yeah.
Oh, this is... Oh, no, this is not... Never mind. This is the War Machine moment.
Oh yeah, right here.
I love this moment so much. It's like the 13-year-old kid in me that's like, yay!
Explosions!
I love this. I love this. She's like, let's fucking go then.
Yeah, we're gonna go out like champs. Like, we're gonna be legends, you know?
Right here, baby.
I remember our audience. We both saw it together. Went ape shit.
But it's this right here: Captain America and Black Panther running.
Oh yeah, when they're running like super fast.
They're the fastest ones. Right here, right here. Oh, that's so good. God, man. Just the best, dude. It's so good.
It's so dense. Every single image has so many things going on.
I know, right?
Fuck you, Rick Berman.
It somehow works in this movie, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Well, because there's characters and it's an exciting adventure.
It's just funny for you to bring it up.
Yeah, I know. I'm using it ironically. It was like a very Tyrion response right there.
Like, what do you... Yeah, I know, it was very Tyrion. Oh, God, this is such a cool shot, too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I feel like a fucking dork being like, this is so cool. It's just like, at some points, you don't have anything smart to say besides that.
You know? I know.
It's funny, Volume 3 is the one I'm not looking forward to at all, just because it's such a traumatizing movie.
No, yeah, that's fair.
But I am excited to watch it still.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice way to wrap up the trilogy, though.
And it's a great movie, you know, so...
And I also like that we didn't have to single-handedly rent any of these movies.
That does help.
It's kind of
it also helps our audience as well.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Like, I don't know how many people watch, the Adam Sandler collection, which we had fun with and everything, but we feel bad asking people to rent movies and shit.
Yeah, more people have Disney Plus and have access to it, so...
Exactly, yeah. So we feel more comfortable doing superhero movies and, Disney stuff.
Yeah, we can't promise we'll always have movies that you can just watch on streamers, but we'll try.
Yeah. If there's any certain series that's, like, on streaming, like, I guess anything on Disney Plus, just let us know in the comments and we'll consider putting it in the poll.
People are just going to say Star Wars.
I mean, sure, if you guys vote for Star Wars, we put it, like, twice.
That's nine. That's 9 movies.
Yeah, no, I know. It's fucking Star Wars. I don't care. I'm going to be happy to talk about Star Wars through and through. Oh, this part's great.
Yeah, even teenage Groot gets a moment.
Yeah.
It's such a good payoff because teenage Groot's the entire time just been a brat.
Yeah.
And he gets to be involved and give Thor his weapon.
I know, and he makes a cool weapon. Like, Stormbreaker looks great.
Oh. Dun dun.
It's always cool seeing Thor, like, summon his weapon.
Well, we're not even at the moment that it's about to happen.
When he uses it, I know.
No, his entrance is like... It's the high in a movie theater that I've experienced when Thor enters Wakanda is like nothing else, you know?
Well, because he mixes his, like, newfound Raiden powers that he got at the end of Ragnarok along with the axe. Which, I mean, that scene's just beautiful, right? In Ragnarok. So I know the movie's not perfect, but that scene was fucking great.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It seems like all hope is lost for a moment. Oh no.
Oh my god. This is so good.
They just need to play fucking Immigrant Song again.
I like the Avengers music here, though.
No, I know. I was more just saying it would work perfectly if they had the same, like...
Rocket on his shoulder! Oh my god!
And he has the cape back.
I look at his little smile.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, because I haven't seen Thor, since Ultron at this point.
That's true.
So think of how surprised they are. Like, oh shit, Thor's here. I don't know who those other two guys are that he brought, but okay. Oh, right there.
Oh, so beautiful.
I know. It's gorgeous.
I remember everyone in the theater always thought that, oh, he's in Wakanda now. There's always this, like, when he enters through that portal for a second, you think he's arrived in Wakanda.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, too, like, I remember my cortisol raising every time it cut to Thanos, because I had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
At this point, because I set up that Loki dies and he beat the shit out of Hulk.
So when he arrives, you're like, okay, someone's going to die.
And he killed Gamora, too, so I'm like, I have no idea where it's going to go.
Loki dying is a great way of being like, yeah, anything's on the table.
It warns the audience, yeah.
like Star-Lord's smiling
He's
a
got a
little
little
bit.
stinker. You know, I was hoping we get to see like a little purple dude that's supposed to be young Thanos.
Hi.
Thanos, get back inside.
And he's trying to play like catch with his dad.
Yeah.
So instead of the gauntlet, he just has a regular baseball glove.
Or he's like, you know, holding a baseball bat between his fingers and he's like, look, balance, Dad.
yeah, exactly. like, okay, son, balance. So the thing is, in this movie, they keep saying that with the snap of his fingers, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know they meant that literally when it happens.
It's just a good way to compartmentalize, you know, him activating his power other than just using his head. You know what I mean?
But I like that the movie commits to that. No, it's literally him snapping his fingers.
Yeah, it's the only way he can do the power. I know, he could just not snap and just have it happen, too. It's just cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what I love is that like all of the characters really give it everything they got. You know what I mean? Like, what else does it take besides smashing him with the giant fucking ship?
It takes like 6 people to just hold him back.
Yeah, exactly.
And they use their powers to help each other too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the way Doctor Strange just threw those discs.
I know, man. It's crazy. And they still like even that moment they stayed true to all of the characters.
I always like the moment, we didn't talk about it, but like when Peter puts a little web on his eye.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a little Spider-Man trying his best. Oh, man. Oh, my God. That's so sick.
They should put that little lion roar that comes with it, you know, that's on Mandalorian and Clone Wars when
Yes.
he shoots a flamethrower.
Yeah. Oh, my God. They're throwing, like, ships at him.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. They're, like, just giving it everything they got to hurt him. Oh, yeah, Nebula. Oh, it's such a fucked up line.
I know.
Like, I like basically all the work he put into modifying her.
This is it.
Yeah.
They're all trying to just hold him back. They barely got him.
Oh yeah, I know we're kind of over the spider arm thingies, but those are pretty fucking cool at the time.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
It was our first time seeing them. So yeah. Oh man, I hate this so much.
Frustrating to watch. I know.
Yeah, everyone's like, please, Quill, calm down.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's so frustrating. It's very effective because I remember in the theater being super pissed off at Quill.
Yeah, of course. So frustrating.
I remember at some point I was like, is Quill just a dumbass? But then, obviously, I understand now. But just like, is it even... Dude, why would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
But, like, emotions got the best of him, so, yeah. But super effective in that way.
But it's Quill's fault. all this happened.
I remember you were saying that in Guardians 2 of just, like, how they build on Quill's character so well that in Infinity War, when he acts on his emotions, it makes sense, you know?
Yeah. And it fits in with the theme, you know.
He throws a planet at him, sorry.
I know, right?
What were you saying, it fits in with the theme?
Yeah, that, you know, Quill does not see the greater good or the greater picture in these things. He's focused on his individual relationships. God, I don't want to keep saying it again, but I remember the tension in the theater when I saw this movie. How, like, stressed I was. I was like, what the fuck are they going to do now after this? Like,
I know, man. I know.
Oh, right here.
Oh, it's so beautiful, man. Don't get that arm.
I haven't seen the holiday special that Guardians did.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Sorry, this moment. I like this moment.
Oh, right here is amazing.
Tree.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's like such a perfect response for him. The holiday special. No, I haven't. I've read the synopsis of it, so I know what happens.
Because doesn't it pay off his arm?
Does it?
I heard it pays off Bucky's arm.
And I know it also explores the Mantis and Peter relationship, how they're brother and sister.
You gotcha. Okay.
Part of me wondered if we should have done the holiday special for a commentary, but I don't know how many people are interested in the holiday special, you know?
Yeah. Maybe we can do that around the holidays.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Always forget how powerful Wanda is.
Oh, she is absurdly powerful. And she kind of gets more powerful every movie. It's such a good line, yeah.
It's what we're all thinking.
I know.
Like, she's such a valuable asset. Like, it's crazy that even Shuri gets her, like, own action sequence.
Yeah.
Like, so this movie's doing so much, it
They're all
stresses me out.
involved. I know. It's true to every fucking character. Like, none of the characters feel like they're being betrayed. The only argument, like I said, that people have said is just Hulk, but even then, it's development.
I don't understand writing a movie like this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. That shot is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so eventually, originally, this was supposed to be the reveal of, like, Professor Hulk coming out,
Oh, okay. I thought it comes out at the very end.
No, he was supposed to come out during this fight.
Oh, really? Okay.
That guy really gets a dedicated death.
Yeah.
You just see Steve just running, hauling ass.
Not if I can help it. Oh, I remember this.
Oh.
Scarlet Witch wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Fatality.
He repeats the same line to him. That was a Civil War line.
Yeah.
We don't trade lives, Captain. Oh, this fight's so sick.
Oh, I know.
I forgot how cool this was.
This is what I'm talking about when I was saying they really elaborate on Doctor Strange's abilities. It's so cool.
It's the best he's been in any of the movies,
Yeah.
It's so sick, man. It's like, this is the ultimate version of what superhero movies can do. Show you, like, the impossible.
Oh, yeah, right here is so cool.
My God.
Yeah. I just love that you can feel that every superhero is, like, giving it everything they got in this movie, too.
And they're still failing.
Yeah.
This is a great example of...
Right here.
Right here. This is another great example of like a hero using everything they've got. Like he uses every aspect of the Stark suit.
Exactly. They're all trying their absolute hardest to defeat him. That's what makes their loss that much more crushing. It doesn't feel like any of the villains or any of the heroes were stupid.
Like there's a shield. Oh God. Oh my god.
Such a good line, man.
So good. It's so like
it's like after all of this fighting, we're like an hour and a half into this movie. Or 2 hours into this movie. And it's like we just made him bleed.
You nick me.
Yeah. I remember how genuinely afraid I was watching this in theaters for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Like right there.
Ooh. Yeah, there was a lot of fear here.
I think our whole audience collectively gasped too.
Little did we know that was going to be the first surprise.
Yeah.
Look how big his hand is.
Yeah. This line's so good too.
Oh, he's so fucking cutting.
Yeah. That he has this like respect for Stark. Like he's not even mad at people for fighting him. That's what's so interesting.
He's like, good effort.
Well, and he like really thinks like he's like, I know you all think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? He like sympathizes with why they're fighting
But I'm
him.
trying to actually save humanity. Everyone put your 3D glasses on.
It's like Spy Kids. Where I used to work, and you know the story, but I'm sharing it for listeners. Where I used to work, my buddy took a glove, like a rubber glove, and with a Sharpie drew Thanos'
that's
glove
fun.
on, with like different colored Sharpies for each stone.
You immediately know there's something wrong too. When he says that and like Peter's like, did we just lose?
Yeah.
You're thinking to yourself, there's only a half hour left to this movie. What's happening?
Yeah, I know. Like, are they going to kill him last minute? They do not. It feels like a cue for the Arrested Development narrator. They did not kill Thanos.
Last minute. Yeah. Tony's left alone on Titan.
Yeah, exactly.
We're watching. I'm watching Arrested Development for the first time, guys, and so it's on the brain.
In quotation, first time watching reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
But in real life, not on camera.
I love this, by the way, the sound design, how you can hear the wind and everything. Like something's arriving.
Yeah,
and it's so scary too.
I know.
Like
they're Terminator
all,
or something.
Yeah, they all can feel it. Oh shit!
Yeah. And this is all of their first times facing him too.
He's like, yeah, I'm the dude.
Yeah.
I'm the guy you're fighting against.
And he has like almost all the stones. Like he just has all the powers he needs, essentially.
Immediately, Steve is like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Stay sharp.
I can do this all day. I hate that Hulkbuster wasn't remotely a threat to him.
Yeah.
He just welded him into the wall.
Yeah, again, just like effortlessly taking all of them down. No, it's okay. I'll just create a whole town and pretend we're in a sitcom.
I know, right? Again, more sacrifice, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this is also tough because all this is for nothing.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Knowing that he's just gonna undo it. I know, Wanda really gets the short end of the stick in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Because not only does she lose Vision twice, then she gets fucking Thanos after she disintegrates after.
Yeah. I love how this is like amazing. Just like you don't hear it; it's all quiet through this somber music. He's defeating all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and this part's amazing too. Captain America.
Oh yeah.
So, he's the only one that like kind of puts up a fight with him hand to hand.
It's my favorite part about these movies whenever they show that villains being kind of surprised of how strong Captain America is.
Because he looks like just a dude.
And you're like, oh shit. Oh my god. Seeing him get that punch, man.
Blocked in the face.
Seeing him get knocked out like that is disturbing. Seeing Captain America getting knocked out like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's teeing it up so perfectly. Like, she's going to make the sacrifice.
You think, like, oh, we're at the end of the movie, so perfectly she stops him, right?
Yeah.
And it's horribly sad, but it took the ultimate sacrifice. It feels like a satisfying kind of, like, fuck you to Thanos. Like, they went the extra mile. And then it's like, nope. And Paul Bettany did such a good job in that scene, too.
I know.
God.
See how huge his hand is.
I know. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I do love about Thanos is how much he sympathizes with the people trying to stop him.
He's like, I understand why you're doing this.
Like, I know you think you're just defending your universe. I get it, you know?
I understand why this is sad for you.
Yeah, he's not like this monster that's just there like, you know, you don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the fact that it's all for nothing.
Yeah. Fucked up.
Seeing the behind the scenes of like Josh Brolin on stilts picking up Paul Bettany is great. Oh, man.
He just throws him.
So many memes. It's insane.
I know.
This was another big cheer from the audience, right?
Oh, I know.
It was like, fuck yeah, Thor got him. And it feels like you're watching a Thor revenge movie for killing his brother and all his whole family as Guardians. Yeah. You're like, okay, Thor's gonna get him back. You're like, what a great hero moment.
I know. It's so frustrating. Dude, I remember that, like, again, in theaters, just being like, what?
We haven't even gotten to the real, like, what the fuck.
I know, but, like, I remember the feeling when I actually saw him snap his fingers. I remember just being like, what? Yo!
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys, maybe we mentioned it, but you and I did see it together.
Yeah. I said it earlier, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
You and I saw it in theaters.
We saw this and Endgame together.
Yeah.
Remember when we had to wait like a fucking year?
I know.
What an exciting time. Oh, it's so haunting when it cuts to here.
Yeah. Josh Brolin's just dominating this role.
I know. He has to face like younger, more innocent Gamora too.
Yeah. The person he just lost.
Like, this is such like a great thing to do with a villain. The fact that like he succeeded and he's also distraught by that.
Yeah.
That's what makes him so fascinating. He's like, yo, I'm out.
Oh, man. I heard just our whole theater just gasped.
It was like one by one. Everyone.
You're like, no! Like, yo, Bucky just disintegrated.
God. The sound just drowning out too.
Yeah. I've always liked those videos of like all the different perspectives of the snap from different movies.
Oh my god, this moment too.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's gonna be her? Oh fuck.
Right when that happened, I remember I watched it with my mom, and my mom just said to me, she was like, okay, this has to be undone, right? She was like,
because your mom didn't see it in theaters. Yeah.
I watched it at home with her.
Oh fuck.
Oh, not Groot. Again, Wanda gets like the saddest fate in this movie. No one even saw Sam disintegrate.
Yeah, he just walks past him.
Yeah. Did you go on that website, the didthanoskillyou.com?
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I survived.
I survived too.
Hey, great. We can still have a nice student running.
Our views will be cut in half, but...
Yeah, that's true.
It is pretty crazy. Like, almost the entire Guardians disintegrate.
Yep. Except Nebula and Rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's just so shocking that this happened.
Yeah. And such an important beat for Doctor Strange to tell him that, though, where he basically is saying, I saw all of the futures, and this is the only way this could have ended with us beating Thanos.
This is when I feel like our theater was, like, really jostling.
We were all like, no, not him! I know, not Spider-Man!
And they give us the most time with his disappearance.
Yeah, I know. the currently, like, the generally accepted canon of why it took him a while is because the suit was keeping him together.
I don't even mind that that's not even the reason, but it's okay.
Yeah. No, that's why I said the generally accepted canon.
Yeah.
They don't say it, but...
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. That became a pretty iconic line.
Yeah. Right in Tony's arms, too. And it's just Tony and Nebula. That's a great shot. God, just the silence.
It's also the first time Steve said something like that. Like, oh God, just feeling like I don't know what to do.
This
Steve
is like
not being like a leader, just being like, we're fucked, man.
This is like a level of genocide that's unfathomable to the human mind. Like, where the fuck do you start? You know?
And this is just the beautiful final shot, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing that this movie ends like
the
this.
last line of dialogue is just, oh God.
The movie ends with Thanos smiling.
Yeah.
I remember everyone being like, "Oh,
I know."
What a shocking movie.
I know, dude. And yeah, like you said, we had to wait a year for Endgame.
The only thing I can account for is like seeing Empire Strikes Back in theaters for the first time and waiting for a year. You know?
Yeah. They wait like 3 years after Empire.
I know. Well, yeah, that's true.
Everyone get out of your seats, go home.
I remember when you told me, you're like, wow, they're using like a Christopher Nolan font for the credits.
Yeah, I know. This
is a serious movie.
The most horrible. I know, it would have been kind of funny if it was like scrolling and you see this little animated sequence.
Yeah. I love how the Endgame credits, they go hard. Like, we're going to show you the character.
Oh, yeah. It's like that's like the movie's equivalent to a curtain call.
Okay. Well, we did it. Thank you for Dylan and Homestar for commenting down below and making us do this movie. I mean, we wanted to do it, but you encouraged it.
Yeah, you propelled it. You made it happen.
Join us next week where we do Guardians Volume 3, wrap up this series, and then we're going to be putting up a poll on what our next series will be.
All right, folks. Thanks very much. And
Stay
as always...
nice.
Oh, no, go ahead. You can have it.
I'm sorry. Stay nice, dudes.